Am I on yet? Are you filming? Camera rolling? Camera rolling? Oh, we'll edit that bit out, won't we, later on? I'll begin. Have you ever felt that God is enough? What exactly do I mean? Have you ever felt that God is enough? Well, what I mean is, has there ever been an occasion in your life when you have felt the presence of God within your life and you have said, if this presence of God could continue, God would truly be enough. I would not need anything more. I would not need anything else. That's what I mean. There's not that many events in our lives when we can actually say God is enough. We do believe in our heart of hearts that God is enough, but there's not too many events in our daily lives when we can say God is enough, that we don't need anything else. We don't need anything more. With God, we have enough. I guess this is the human condition, the condition of life, the condition of each and every one of our lives here on earth. And it could indeed be the very workings of God that we experience from time to time, the very presence of God in our lives, and then we go back, to the mundane, the day-to-day, the run-of-the-mill. It could indeed be that if we were to experience God every day of our lives, and this experience of God that we experienced was at such a level, such a ecstatic state, it could indeed be like many other things in our lives that we would become accustomed to the very presence of God. And even though God continued to make God's self experience to us on a day-to-day basis, we too may neglect the awe, the wonder, the majesty, the ecstasy of experiencing God in our very lives. Maybe, indeed, indubitably, it could be so that the reason why we only experience God from time to time in our lives is so that we will yearn for more experiences of God. It could indeed be so that this indeed is the working of God's Spirit within our lives, that God's Spirit works in our lives in such a way that we do not experience God all the time at the same level, at the same state. Sometimes we experience a little bit of God. And during these times when we only experience a little bit of God, we can't say wholeheartedly, God is enough. We can't say wholeheartedly, God is enough. We need the other things in our lives. And there's nothing wrong with saying this, because this very much is what it is to be a human being. And so, from time to time, we shall experience God, and we shall say during these times, maybe at the birth of a child, maybe when we see a marvellous, magnificent sunset, maybe when we are in deep prayer, God is enough.